Hello and welcome. You tune into Market Fatafat with me, Ankita Saxena, and with me as always is Snehi Shah. And this is the show where we take you through all the stocks that are buzzing away in trade, either on the back of news flow or on the back of technical charts. But first up, let's see how the markets are shaping up. Snehi, it's a day of recovery. You know, Fridays seem to bring back the cheer, just like last week. This week also we are seeing recovery. Yes. From yesterday's fall, we have managed to recover. Nifty is above those 24,100 levels for now.
Absolutely, very close to, in fact, 24,150 is where we are with the Nifty 1% gain coming in. It seems to be a good day in trade for us. And you know, Ankita, if you notice the pattern, it's been a positive session Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday have been negative. So it's been a very volatile week for us. But it looks like it's going to end on a positive note, at least on an intraday basis today. Nifty holding up pretty smartly. You have Sensex, that's also 1% higher. Nifty Bank, however, rather subdued, just a 0.1% uptick coming in on Nifty Bank. If you take a look at the broader markets, Nifty Mid-Cap, however, is underperforming the benchmarks because just a 0.1% uptick coming in on that front. Nifty Small Cap also 0.3%. So it seems like it's the day of the benchmarks today because Nifty and Sensex doing well. Other than that, if you take a look at some sectoral gainers and losers, barring Nifty, Realty and PSU banks, you have all the sectors in the green. Pharma, auto, energy, metal, IT and FMCG, these are the ones that are shining bright today. On an individual basis, then you have Bharti Airtel, that's a stock that's been doing very well in today's trade. Other than that, also some other nifty winners, Cipla, Sun Pharma, M&M, Adani Ports. However, what's weighing on the street, Power Grid, SBI Life, HDFC Life, Hero Moto, HDFC Bank and SBI. So that's largely how we're doing, and well, it's a 1% uptick coming in on the Nifty as we speak.
All right, it's a good day, a day of recovery coming in for the markets on this Friday. But let's get started with all the stocks that are in focus today and why. For that, we're joined by Nilesh Jain, Head Derivatives and Technical Research, Centrum Broking on the technicals. And from our research team, we are joined by Jinay. Hi, good afternoon to both of you. Thank you for joining us. Let's begin with all the stocks that are in focus today. First up is Sun Pharma from the Pharma pack. Of course, Pharma is the top sectoral gainer. It is firing on all cylinders, all its constituents in the green. Sun Pharma is also soaring away on the back with the entire Pharma pack, but the news flow is that the company has told that the exchanges that the Ministry of Corporate Affairs has levied penalties on certain past and present directors and officials, including the CMD Dilip Sanghvi, for non-disclosure and not obtaining approval of its board and shareholders for certain related party transactions. And the company has received an order for the regional from the regional director, Northwestern Region, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, for the alleged violations of certain provisions of the Companies Act 2013. But Sun Pharma nonetheless is trading high. With all the Pharma pack in news and in focus, it's trading with gains of 3.3%.
Okay, Sun Pharma holding up pretty smartly in today's trade. Another stock that's doing well is Ambuja Cements. Nilesh, you picked up this stock for us on the technicals. The last 6 months, last 1 month, you know, some consolidatory moves, some consolidation phase is what this stock is seeing. Time for a reversal now, and if so, what are the levels to watch out for?
So if you see Adani Group witnessed some carnage a couple of days back, and post then we have seen a smart recovery as well. So within this group, Ambuja Cement specific discounter is looking strong on the chart. Looking at the kind of reversal that we are witnessing, the stock has gone into extremely oversold territory. Now from here we expect a strong rebound towards 550 and 575. So these are two important levels. 21 DMA is placed at 550 levels. It is very much high probability of testing those levels on immediate basis. So yes, it can be bought at current level, keeping a stop loss below 500. I think the risk and reward is also favorable, and from December series expiry point of view, I think the stock has the potential to test 575 to 600.
The levels to watch out for on the upside for Ambuja Cements. Let's keep it going with all the stocks that are holding up pretty smartly. And last I checked, Reliance was doing pretty well in today's trade, and this is on the back of the news flow that its US-based subsidiary, which is Reliance Finance and Investments USA LLC, has acquired a 21% stake in the US helium gas exploration and production company called Wavetech Helium Inc. for $12 million. The deal was formalized through a stock purchase agreement, and Reliance Finance Investments and the company that Wavetech Helium has subscribed to 21% stake of WHI for an aggregate consideration of $12 million. And this is what the exchange filing said. Now remember, WHI is a US helium gas exploration and production company which is engaged in the acquisition, exploration and development of properties to produce helium gas from underground reservoirs. And Reliance has said that this is in line with their growth plans and growth strategy going ahead. So it seems to be a very good acquisition coming in for Reliance, $12 million, and the stock is up 2% as we speak.
All right, the Reliance gaining away in trade, trading with gains of 2%. But let's move on to PB Fintech, a brokerage note that has come out from BofA. Tell us, Jinay, what are the details of the brokerage note?
Well, definitely Policy Bazaar would be in focus. BOFA has maintained their neutral stance and have given the target price of 1850. Now what they believe is that core momentum remains strong for the company. However, there are some downside risks for PB Health which are overall low compared to the peers. Now the company also offers an upside optionality. The focus of PB's healthcare foray is to solve the claims and improve the overall insurance penetration is what BOFA believes. Now given the limited investment of less than 100 million US dollars from PB Fintech, they believe that the worst case impact may be much lower for PB Fintech, and they believe that the company offers an upside optionality for an investor from a 3 to 4 years perspective, and that is why PB Fintech will be in focus. Now if you look at stock price, again in last 1 week the stock has performed about 10% itself.
Okay, Janai, thanks for taking us through that. But time for an ET Now news break confirmed, because we told you first and now it's confirmed. Remember, on the 18th of this month, we told you that the government is inviting suggestions to raise the FDI limit in insurance to 100%, which will boost funding and attract investments for the sector. My colleague Anurag Shah, who broke the story earlier, is joining us with the updated details. Anurag, take it away.
ET Now news break has been confirmed as government is officially moving ahead to increase the FDI limit in insurance sector from 74% to 100%, and government has asked for suggestions and feedback from all stakeholders by 10th of December 2024. So to achieve the insurance for all target, there are a couple of amendments government has suggested: the Insurance Act amendment, amendment in IRDA Act, amendment in LIC Act. Other than that, insurers will be allowed to do multiple activities like value-added services. So insurance company will be able to offer other services also other than insurance only. That is also part of the Insurance Act amendment. So government is moving ahead fast for the Insurance Act amendment, which is a game changer for insurance industry, which also inculcates the composite license, where life insurers will be allowed to sell non-life insurance policies also. Other than that, foreign reinsurance requirement will be reduced from 5,000 crore to 1,000 crore also. This is the proposal mentioned in the draft issued by Department of Financial Services, and the IRDA will be empowered to reduce minimum capital for undeserved segment. So IRDA's power will increase. These are the proposal mentioned by the DFS, and to increase the FDI limit from 74% to 100%, government has asked a suggestion by 10th of December.
All right, moving on from that ET Now exclusive to all the stocks that are in focus. Nilesh, coming back to you, you've picked out United Spirits for us on the charts. This one has been doing decently in the last 1 month, also 5 to 6% gains is what we've seen on the charts. Tell us from here on, where does this counter go?
So if you look at consumption space as a whole, we are slightly bullish in this particular space, and United Spirit, this particular counter is looking very strong. Reason being, we have seen a strong rebound recently. The stock has formed a kind of a saucer pattern on daily time frame chart, and it has also reclaimed all its short-term and long-term moving averages. Clearly, we can see a momentum to continue here in this particular counter. And on the upside, the immediate target comes around 1560 to 1600. Stop loss can be placed below 1500 on the closing basis. So looking at the market volatility, I think the focus will once again shift towards consumption.
Okay, so focus to shift towards consumption is the view coming in from Nilesh, and that sector seems to be doing pretty well. But on that note, we'll slip into a very short break and keep it going with all the big buzzers in trade just on the other side of this short break. So you stay tuned, we'll be right back. Hi there, welcome back. You're watching Market Fatafat on ET Now. Let's keep it going with all the big buzzers. And Nilesh, you picked out LNT for us on the charts. Now, tell us what the outlook is going ahead. And this has been on the radar of a lot of technical analysts. Tell us what is your view going in ahead, because 6 months the stock has not done much, just 1.5% uptick coming in. So, what's the outlook, and do you believe the stock can pick up momentum going ahead now?
So if you look at the broader structure, the stock has been consolidating since a year now. So almost 12 months have been passed. The stock is stuck in a very tight range. On the upside, it was constantly facing resistance at 3900. The good part is that it has multiple support near about 3200, 3250. So recent momentum where we can see on the daily time frame chart, the stock has started forming a high top and high bottom formation, and also it has surpassed all its key moving averages. Today it has formed a good big bullish candle, looks like bullish engulfing on the daily time frame chart, as well as we can see a falling trend line breakout as well. So looks good at current level. We can expect a follow-up move towards 3800 to 3900. Although it's too early to call it where we can break 3900 on the upside, but at least from current level we can expect another 200-point rally in the December series, and stop loss can be placed somewhere around 3600.
All right, another 200-point rallies for L&T in the December series is what is being penciled in on the charts. But let's move on to Dr. Reddy's Lab. That's in focus today. In fact, the stock was up 2% today after the company announced the launch of toripalimab in India. Now, this drug is a drug that is used to treat certain types of nasopharyngeal cancer. It is a type of neck and head cancer. Now, it is also it is the only immuno-oncology drug approved by various regulatory authorities around the world, such as the US FDA and others, for the treatment of adults with recurrent or metastatic nasopharyngeal carcinoma. And on the back of this new drug launch, Dr. Reddy's Lab is in focus today. Currently, it has given up those morning gains, but nonetheless trading with gains of 1%.
Okay, so Dr. Reddy is in focus on the back of a positive news flow coming in, 1% higher. Nilesh, you've picked out Syngene for us, and to be honest, I'm not surprised that this is a stock you've picked out, because it's been a consensus buy coming in across all analysts that we've been interacting with recently when it comes to Syngene. Tell us why this stock is so attractive, what's making it so attractive, and what's the levels that you're spotting going ahead?
There are multiple reasons to pick up this particular stock. Technically, if you see on the daily time frame chart, it has given a good symmetrical triangle formation breakout. It's a classic copybook style breakout that we can see. Apart from that, the stock has been one of the outperformer, and given the kind of momentum that we have seen recently on the back of breakout as well, I think the stock is heading towards uncharted territory, and 1000+ kind of levels that we might see in this particular stock as far as December series is concerned can be added at current level, can also be added on declines. One can keep a stop loss below 900, and one can play momentum towards 1000+.
Okay, so those are the levels to watch out for Syngene. Let's talk about another stock that is in focus today, and that is PCBL. Now, they've said that the second and final phase of their specialty chemical capacity expansion at the Mundra plant in Gujarat has been successfully commissioned. Now, it's a positive news flow coming in, but the stock is trading with a slight negative buy, slightly under pressure, just a 0.1% cut coming in on the stock today. Now, this expansion adds 20,000 metric tons per annum to the company's existing capacity, bringing the total specialty chemical capacity at Mundra to 40,000 MTPA. Now, with this milestone achievement, the company's combined manufacturing capacity now stands at 7.9 lakh metric tons per annum. This is what the company has informed the street via an exchange notification. So, positive news flow coming in, but the stock slightly under pressure. That's PCBL in trade for you.
All right, that's PCBL in trade. And let's move on to another counter that is doing well for itself, and that's Divi's Lab. Jinay, on the back of a brokerage note coming in by Citi. Tell us, what does the brokerage note say for the counter?
Well, definitely Citibank Divi's Lab will be in focus. We have an upside of about 4% coming in at currently right now. Well, we have a note by Citi who have maintained buy rating, and the target price is 68.50. Now, what they believe is that Entresto API sales can increase rather than Street's expectation of declines. So that could prove to have been a surprise element for the company, which will again act as a positive note for company. Now, Divi's is expanding a pipeline of contrast media is what Citi believes. Also, Divi's remain the top pick in the overall Indian pharma space. Company is well positioned from a technical as well as a structural point of view, and the growth in Entresto and contrast media may drive the consensus upgrade is what Citi believes, and that is why we are also seeing the stock is up about 3.8% currently as we speak.
Okay, so that's Divi's Lab on the back of fundamentals, on the back of a brokerage note. Nilesh, you also picked out Divi's Lab on the back of the technical charts. Now tell us, what are the levels that you're spotting on this one? Because last 6 months, YTD, the stock has done pretty well for itself. In fact, year to date, the stock is up more than 50%, roughly 60% return coming in. So tell us if you see this rally continuing, and what are the levels you're spotting?
Right, so technically this stock has been one of the outperformer within the pharma pack, and it has also given a good falling trendline breakout as well as symmetrical triangle breakout. The momentum indicators and oscillators has given a good buy crossover as well. So looking at the overall structure, I think the stock is heading towards a new record high, and 6,500 to 6,700. These are the two levels we can expect in this particular stock from a December series expiry point of view, and can be added at current level as well, keeping a stop loss below 5,950. So this particular stock we are very much bullish. If I have to pick any one stock within Pharma Pack, that would be Divi's Lab.
All right, with that, it's time for us to step into a short break. You don't go anywhere because after the break, we are getting you more buzzers and trades. Stay tuned.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.